do you guys actually want kids?
So in light of Mother's Day, we thought like it would be interesting to have a conversation to talk about having kids.
Having kids.
You know, like we always celebrate Mother's Day.
Mother's Day.
You know, like of course to celebrate the strong mothers out there, the
Betul.
sacrifices that they make. But I think the topic that people rarely talk about is, you know,
Having kids.
Yes. Like discuss, like, you know, what the expectations,
Yeah,
pressure.
like it's
you know.
the thing that people think, but we don't actually say out
Yeah.
loud
Okay.
about having kids.
Hi, I am Lynn, and this is Anna and
Hello.
Hello.
So we are here to talk about things that actually matters. You know, like I mentioned earlier, the people thinks about it, but we don't actually say it out loud.
Openly discuss.
Openly
about it. Yeah.
discuss about
Yeah.
it.
Welcome to Borak-Borak Sessions, more than just conversations.
Yeah.
This is a space where we share real thoughts, stories, and opinions. The kind of conversations you would have with your friends.
No script, no perfect answer, just real talk.
So today we are talking about having kids. Having kids.
Not just like a cute babies, but everything that comes with it.
Yeah, the expectations, the pressure, you know, the ways to do it, or like even down to small little things that people don't treat it as a problem.
Yeah.
But actually, if we were to talk about it more often, then it wouldn't be so much of like the under discussed topic.
topic. Because like I always think like, you know, when I was a kid, kan, I was like macam, oh, parent, like the couple then become parents and married, kan. Okay, it's all about having kids. But as I grow older, it's actually more than that. More, I wouldn't, like, it's complicated. You know, like it's more than just having kids. It's really a lot.
I feel like when you reach a certain age, right? Like you confirm will kena tanya one. You know, especially during festive season. It's like these kind of questions like come in stages.
Yeah, I think many like Chinese New Year ke, Raya ke, apa-apa Christmas ke.
Any family gathering.
Yes, you
especially
will.
family gatherings.
After SPM terus diorang tanya
Confirm
After SPM.
the
SPM.
sequence saja macam ni. Kalau ada teman lah, dia tak akan tanya. Kalau ada teman, dia akan tanya bila kahwin. Kalau tak ada teman, dia akan tanya
Bila nak ada boyfriend?
Bila nak ada
Bila nak ada boyfriend ke? Bila nak kahwin ni? Dah tua dah ni.
Kalau sudah dapat, bila nak kahwin?
Bila Awak, saya paling muda.
Kalau sudah kahwin, bila nak ada anak?
Bila dah ada anak.
Dia come in stages. Dia memang macam
Dia ada fasa 1, 2, 3. Like never ending. Never ending sequence.
Tapi for me lah, orang tanya bila nak kahwin tu macam okey lagi. Tapi bila kita dah kahwin, orang tanya bila dah ada anak tu macam touching sikit lah.
I think that it's I mean like it's not a question that you can simply ask like macam bila nak ada anak? Tak ada anak satu.
Yes, betul.
Nak anak
much
dua.
more complicated.
Yes, betul.
It's really much more. There are actually a lot of, I think, through this topic, right, we can talk about a lot of other subtopics that is related to this.
To this, betul.
Like it's not just about having, like it's not just about bila nak ada anak, okay lah, next year lah ada anak. But it's like so much more that you need to think about it. Because I think mutual understanding.
It's really important.
Between partners.
Yes, between partners.
It's very important because it's not something to be taken lightly of. This is not something that, you know, okay lah, let's do that, but there's no proper planning.
Planning.
Betul.
And then also, you know, like it's not something that it will figure itself out.
Yes.
Because it's not something that.
Betul.
Yes, we talk. You know, in the first episode, we talked about compromising. Right? But this one is not just about compromising because this one is like a lifetime decision.
Yes, betul.
Dia bukan like setakatnya like okay just like that then we just do like that.
Betul.
There's so
It's
much
until
more.
the end.
Ya, bukan setakat alak macam wife nak anak, but husband tak nak anak, husband pun macam alah ikutlah buat je lah.
Yeah.
Yes,
It needs
betul.
to have an intention.
Like
you need to have a honest discussion.
Betul.
Honest discussion between
Betul, how you-
the partners.
Betul. Because like when before you settle down with your partner, I think like me lah, I personally think that you have to discuss everything.
Yes.
Everything with your
Betul.
partners, you know, like because it's involved you and him and the other
Yes.
you know human angel that you need to human angel that you need to take
Yes.
care of.
Yeah.
Like it's not going to be like satu hari. It's like a lifetime, you know, from baby to toddler and then become kanak-kanak.
Yes.
Like even
sekolah
I
and
feel
everything.
like becoming a parent is, it's not something that you can let go after that, because it's like a lifetime. Like even until you become old, right? You also will want to. You will also treat your kids like it's baby.
It's baby.
You still care for them. You still
Yeah.
you know, you still
True.
want to- So I feel like it's not something that, it's not just like not like surface level like that lah. Yeah, there's so much more to it.
For me, dia kena ada honest conversation dengan you punya partner. Dia tak
Honest
boleh you
conversation.
gaduh, you tunggu you gaduh baru you nak berbincang.
Ah.
So benda kalau you tak berbincang, benda tu akan jadi lagi besar.
Yeah.
So like
So like we have to discuss. Like
Discuss.
what,
Betul?
like at what stage you all want what.
one what
And then
betul
what
betul
do you
then
want to
only
achieve.
yeah
Yeah.
betul.
But also like when we talk about having kids, right? Besides like having mutual understanding between partners, lah, I think one of the things that is not often talked about.
We know, but we
But we know lah,
Mhm.
certain things we know, but then of course through social media nowadays, you have a lot more information.
Information
Like
like
a lot
open,
more,
yeah,
a
to
lot more
share,
mothers
yes,
or a
yes.
lot more experienced women will come out and share.
And share the
So, but I
experience.
feel like it's really talk about what women go through physically
and
Yeah.
mentally.
and emotionally.
Mentally.
Sebab dia bukan something small
Yeah.
that can be apa ni
It's
compromise
like
easily.
Yeah.
Dia
So-
banyak cabang.
Yeah, banyak cabang.
Yeah.
Banyak cabang. So because pregnancy itself, right, dia bukan, is a lot to process
Betul.
for a woman.
For women,
You know?
yeah, your
And-
body
and-
change.
Setiap wanita dia experience tak sama.
Yeah, reaction
Dia
dia
memang,
different. Betul.
every woman
body
experience
different.
differently.
Betul.
So like like what you say lah, body changes.
Body changes
Yeah.
is the one of the part yang memang
Yeah.
akan ni betul.
Sebab like during pregnancy, you akan dapat like macam different like stretch
Betul.
mark,
Stretch mark.
weight gain,
Weight gain,
discomfort. Like
yeah.
everyone, like I think I've heard of like pregnant women. Some get like morning sickness.
Yes.
Okay.
Some don't, or maybe some get morning sickness at the second trimester.
Trimester betul.
Or like some first trimester sudah kena.
Sudah kena.
So like you see like everyone experience differently.
Different.
But I think as women, of course, through social media now, you have so much more information that you get
Yes.
to.
Baru-baru ni
Yeah.
I jumpa satu dekat social media.
Okay.
Berita this girl meninggal masa dia pregnant is because dia punya alahan tu terlalu kuat.
Oh, so you see like different body.
Yes.
Yeah,
For
different
women
body
yang pregnant.
really just, I think the way they take it is differently.
Betul.
So we cannot like assume
Hormone-
all
assume
women
women
experience the same.
sama.
Yeah.
Betul.
And then also like, like after pregnancy kan, recovery tu take time.
Exactly.
It's not something that
Exactly.
instant lah.
Betul.
Sebelum,
Dia bukan semudah kipas ini terbuka dan dia tertutup semula ya.
Yeah.
Tidak begitu
You
Nyonya
cannot
Mansur.
bounce back. Because even if, like, body cannot just bounce back like
Yes.
that.
Exactly.
You also need time to recover.
To recover.
You need time to, heal yourself. Because
Heal.
can you imagine you are pregnant with another human being in your belly. for
In your
9 months.
belly,
You are like
correct.
pushing all the
Betul.
organs.
Even
Betul.
kita yang tak kahwin ni pun nak kurus lambat in fact dia ini
Yeah.
kan yang
So this one,
Yeah.
memang kena ada masa dia, kena ada proper rest, proper
Yes.
nourishment,
And then like
food.
proper food, you need to
Yeah.
have a good rest, and then
Yeah.
it also come with like a proper and healthy exercise. It's
But
not
even
just
with this, right,
exercise.
realistically speaking, even with all this done, right,
Yes.
your body will somehow still look different.
betul.
And that's okay.
Then that's really okay.
Yeah, and
that's really okay.
That don't be too hard
Too
on
hard.
yourself.
Yes.
Betul betul.
That is
It's
still,
normal.
You are
Yes.
still beautiful in your
Yeah,
body.
Yes.
correct.
Yeah.
Because like I can like give this metaphor like you beli balloon lah kan. You tiup balloon tu besar, and then bila dia dah keluar angin, it won't flatten as
Like,
macam
not right away.
Yes,
Macam ada,
betul.
dia
Yes.
akan kecut. Dia
Betul,
kecut,
betul,
yeah,
betul,
just
betul.
Like day by day, dia akan jadi
dia akan smaller. That will take
Yeah.
sometimes, you don't expect like macam, because I read like, I love to see mothers out there sharing their journey on social media. But there are some people yang I don't know where they coming from, maybe not from the earth, in other world. Okay? Dia akan
Alien.
alien barangkali. Dia akan komen macam, dah bersalin tapi perut masih besar. Ingat ada anak lagi satu.
itu
This
banyak.
kind of thing I tak tahulah.
Okay,
Sebab tu
this
cakap
kind
dia
of
mungkin
comments,
bukan dalam dunia ni kot.
Because like I think like that's why you know when we say what women go through, right? People don't know, right? They just really think like because like you know
Yes.
emotionally they are
Betul.
also drained already.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And then like you know they already dapat takkanlah mereka tak tahu you know badan mereka already changed lah.
Change,
For
betul.
you to
Yeah.
comment things like that, right?
Yes.
It's not gonna help.
For me lah, dia tak
Exactly.
fikir pasal mood orang tu,
Yeah.
tenaga orang tu sebab
Betul,
benda tu
betul.
boleh affect you
Sebab
punya
like
emosi.
pregnant
emosi.
hormonal changes pun ada kan.
Exactly.
So like you
Betul.
know like when you say things like that, right? It's not gonna. It will. I think dia macam like put salt on wound lah, you know.
Yeah.
People say.
Ya.
It's like
Dia akan
very-
lagi tambah
Betul?
benda
You
yang
know certain
penting je.
I would say lah, certain men out there, right? They think after pregnant, right, boleh bounce back right away. But you know, of course you need exercise, right? Can you
Betul.
imagine 9 months carrying another human being?
Human being.
Dia punya organs gonna push up
Yes.
to carry that
Ya.
little angel.
The little angel
Yeah.
untuk keluar.
So you cannot just expect dia akan of course go back right away lah. Dia akan
Yeah.
take time, you know, for you. And then if you as a husband, you kena support lah.
You kena support lah.
Allow
Betul.
her to, you know, recover.
Yeah,
Allow
recover.
her to rest.
Betul.
Kena you know, enough sleep.
Enough sleep.
Yeah.
I think that's the point. Like because like okay, giving birth yang normal pun kita dah tengok the pain and the sacrifice,
Betul.
the sacrifice yang punya. Lagi lah yang you know kena Caesar. That's
Yeah.
another.
So every
That's
woman
another
also
thing, you
different
know.
lah, right?
That's another
Yeah.
thing. Not because diorang okay, not because diorang you know like we can't simply say that macam alah kenapa tak bersalin normal, orang lain boleh. It's not about kenapa tak bersalin normal.
Everyone's journey is different.
Mungkin semua ibu kat dunia ni they want to deliver their baby like secara normal, but you know sometimes ada complication yang to save her and the baby Caesar.
But I feel like this one also.
Tapi tak salah pun dia nak bersalin Caesar ke,
Yeah.
dia nak bersalin normal ke.
It's all up to the mother.
Yes,
If she
betul.
wants to give birth naturally, by all means support her.
Yes,
Yeah.
betul.
If she wants to do C-section,
Pun I support dia.
also
Betul.
support her.
Support
Because at the end of the day, it's her body.
It's her body.
Yeah,
betul.
it's her body,
her
it's a choice.
Betul.
Yeah, and then also like you know I heard a lot of like stories lah about epidural also. You know like I've seen a lot of videos on social media nowadays. Kan
Okay.
ada banyak orang share right the journey they go through as a pregnant
As a
woman,
permanent.
up to like you know of course when they are about to deliver. They have to, of course, you know, water broke.
Yeah.
Go to the hospital. Then
Hospital.
have to wait for the dilation to reach a certain
Yes,
centimeter.
Centimeters
Then
then
like,
only.
oh my god,
You
the
kena
pain.
inject.
Yeah, the pain boleh nampak through the video.
Yeah.
Memang betul-betul sakit.
Sakit.
So I heard like my friend said right. She said once you have gone through childbirth, period pain tu
Semua.
gila.
Macam
Yeah.
tadi dia sebut pasal epidural tu kan,
Ah.
I pun pernah dengar yang ada some mothers dekat luar sana dia tak nak ambil pun benda tu.
Sebab dia takut akan ada
Yes.
side effect. is
Side
it?
effect.
Yes, betul. Dia
Wah.
nak just give birth secara normal.
So you see like the tahap, you know,
How
to
strong,
bear
yeah,
the
to bear
pain
the
tu,
pain.
how strong
Betul.
Sebab at first
Faham.
kan, I punya mindset macam, oh tak apalah tak nak rasa sakit, cucuk je lah. Tapi sebenarnya, bila kita tak cucuk tu yang kita rasa pengorbanan seorang mother yang
Yeah.
give birth.
But I also heard a lot of parents will also take epidural.
Epidural,
Yes.
betul. They cannot,
Pain.
yes,
Which
the
is
pain,
really-
betul.
I feel like to wait for it to reach a certain
Centimeters.
I think that is the part yang memang betul. We can't speak for all the mothers.
Betul.
I mean the pregnant because we are not pregnant. We have never delivered, but you know,
Deliver, yes.
through the videos that we have seen, right?
Ya, betul. It's,
We think this is something that needs to be shared.
it
You know,
is.
And because
really.
with Mother's Day, right? Lagilah kita
Lagi kena
discuss about the pengorbanan
The
yang all
pengorbanan.
these women that have given birth.
Really,
Yeah,
yeah.
like what they have possibly gone through,
betul.
you know. But like, you know, just now we talk about emotional lah,
Emotional.
that they will get affected. lah.
Mhm.
But reality, of course, before when they are the prepartum stage, that means when they are during pregnancy, of course they will get anxiety. You know, they are, you know, worried or like certain things.
Yes.
They are not so sure,
Sure.
uncertainties.
Because
Then
it's their first
postpartum,
time.
overwhelmed.
Oh,
Sebab maybe first time being a
Betul.
mother, even though maybe second time, third time, also maybe there's
Different,
a possibility.
yes.
Because
Different
every
experience.
childbirth is different.
Betul.
Maybe it's different.
Maybe it's different, betul.
Most likely it's different, according to my sister.
Ya, ada orang senang, ada orang susah.
Betul,
Maybe first pregnancy tu dia deliver a bit
Smooth.
more smooth. Second tu a bit more challenging.
Yes,
Ya,
betul.
dia tak sama juga. So, postpartum, I thank social media because then you get to know more about women
a lot.
who go through
Yes.
depression,
Depression.
postpartum depression. But I
Betul.
feel like this is still a thing that a lot of men don't know
Don't
about.
know.
Yes.
They don't realize there is a possibility that your wife might be going through postpartum depression because
Yes,
like
okay.
after that it's too overwhelming already.
Betul.
Yeah, I feel like this is something that needs to be really discussed.
Really,
Because
really.
when you want to have kids, right, it cannot just be like, okay lah, let's do it.
Ya, betul.
Really need to have like
kita
all these
panggil
things.
lifetime changing.
Yeah, and then you need to also then. I feel like not just about discussing, certain things that might change. Maybe like like lifestyle changes.
Your lifestyle
Your
changes.
sleep pattern change. or
Betul.
whatsoever. But you also need to talk about like possibility that you will have, like the postpartum depression.
Yes, betul.
Like this is just emotional.
Emotional
the part
parts.
of the emotionally being affected, right?
Yes.
Tapi what about like the hair loss problem?
Yeah, the physical.
Yeah,
the
the hair loss
physical, the hair
problem.
loss.
Tak boleh control bladder?
Betul?
Oh, itu lagi lah.
Yeah, because like I think this is something that is not maybe women will feel ashamed to talk about it. But I feel this is something that you should talk about it.
talk
For
about
me, for
yes.
me kan, husband dekat luar sana, please jangan think that your wife tu macam manja or overthinking. Jangan.
Because
Banyak benda yang dia kena lalui.
And then also
Betul.
I think it's quite berat to
Yeah.
carry. When you tie shoelace, tak senang. You have to help your wife to tie
betul.
shoelace.
You nak bangun, you want to
Yeah,
bend, you
and
want
then like
to take something.
Sleeping position pun I think
Yeah.
is quite uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable. Yeah,
for
because
them
I
to
saw
move
like
around.
there's a lot of different type of bantal with
Like
right?
the one that you can allow the pregnant women
The pregnant,
to like
yes,
macam dia macam like
put the
press
belly,
their belly, right?
yes.
I terfikir kan macam I ada twins. So macam mana my mom
go through that process, right?
kan bila you ada
Ada
twins,
dua
perut you akan
orang
lebih
lagi
besar,
double,
lebih
the
besar.
two babies inside your belly,
Yeah.
and you yourself.
So is there are a lot of things that I feel as a couple before having kids need to discuss.
Yes.
Because it's not just about having kids, but there's so much more to know about.
Two more,
You
yeah,
know?
because more planning
Yeah.
needed.
More planning.
More planning needed because like okay, let's say before this like macam you and your partner, so you know your partner know you.
Yes.
But when you have that that baby, orang baru orang kata kan, you need to think not only about you and your partner, it's all about the baby pula juga nanti. Like
Yes.
macam let's say lah you nak pergi travel kan, so you cannot just think macam oh I and partner I. The baby, you have to think a lot. The stroller, the needs, the essential things. You want to bawa the carrier ke apa ke, the diapers
So
and
when
everything.
we talk about travel, maybe like okay dulu waktu you still you belum ada anak, you just dengan you punya husband je, maybe you jenis yang
Boleh travel more.
travel, duduk backpackers hotel,
Backpackers
or
hotel,
whatsoever. Tapi sekarang you kena
Consider.
you kena keluarkan duit yang banyak sikit untuk
Dia punya keselesaan.
keselesaan anak tu.
Yeah, actually there will definitely be lifestyle changes.
Betul,
going
betul,
with the
betul,
package.
betul.
First is of course like what we talked about just now. Sleep pattern will change.
Definitely.
This is something I feel like as a couple talk about it because it cannot just fall the responsibilities of taking care of a child cannot just fall on one party. It has to be like a joint effort.
Betul, betul.
It has to be like both parties sharing the responsibility. Because it's not just about it's not the women's job to take care of the child.
Betul.
It's also the father's
The
job
fathers,
to take care of
yes,
the child.
because
It's not just mother, but father.
The father.
Because
Yes.
it's your child.
Yes,
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah,
So
at
the
the end of the day,
responsibility is both of you.
Yeah,
It's
you
no longer
cannot
like
think-
macam mine or yours or ours. It's like
Jangan fikir wife kau yang lahirkan dia. Lepas tu kau tak nak buat kerja.
Angry,
Dia
alright.
berak pun kau kena tukar
Tukar, pampers
Pampers dia.
But you know like when we say sleep lah, change lah, it's like, I feel it's like how you plan. Let's just say, you and your partner would want to have a kid already, but you guys don't. Of course, I think maybe most couples don't talk about.
Yes.
Might affect your change because it cannot be like only the wife getting up
bangun.
middle of the night to care for the child.
To child, yeah.
But the husband, because your wife also needs to rest.
To
So
rest,
like, how do
betul?
you take turn? How do you plan the shift?
The shift.
You know, like siapa yang maybe like I have seen a lot of women now started sharing like they take turn to care for the child. So the husband and her are like tag team. So what she will do is like, maybe the wife akan rehat lah from maybe 8 PM sampai 1 AM.
Okay.
You know? Then 1 AM onwards sampai 6 AM, mother will take over. The father will go rest. So it's like that. So that at least both parties will have enough rest.
True.
And then like both parties can also contribute equally.
Yes,
Yeah.
because
For me, sleep ni penting because of dia akan affect you punya what we
your
call
hormone, your
No.
body.
Baby tu nak isap susu.
Yeah, because you have your
breastfeeding.
breastfeeding. Because like
I feel like without sleep, right? Basically without sleep, it will affect a lot of other things. Like how you decide. Yeah, how you make decisions.
because
Yeah.
you are
How
too
you do
tired
things.
to think.
Because when you're too tired, you can't function 100%.
Yes, you stress.
Yeah,
Then
you
dia tak
stress.
keluar susu.
Betul.
There are a lot
That's
of
another
things
thing too.
Yeah. So like besides like sleep, when we say lifestyle change, there will definitely be a lesser personal time. Personal me time.
Personal me
Yeah.
time.
Because you have to then care for the baby.
For the
already.
baby pula,
So you
betul?
cannot just always think about you.
Yeah.
You have to then think of it like, how do you assign time
Yes.
With your baby,
yeah,
your partner.
but like it's like schedule of taking care of a kid. Yeah, you cannot be like relying on your partner to do everything.
Betul?
So like your me time will be sacrificed because you then have to move things around.
Move
Yes.
things.
Let's just say wife will get about this time to,
Mm-mm.
you know, then you will get about this time. Then both then can function normally. Otherwise like how? Takkanlah semua benda nak
Dekat.
mak yang buat.
Yeah, I think like I have to say this on behalf of a lot of human in this world, is that they always think that okay, everything falls on mum. Emak. Because
Mak
apa?
tak dapat yang ni.
Sebab mak. Then like macam you as a father, like what is your contribution? Like you should know things that you need to contribute together, because it's anyhow until the end of the world, it's responsibility. It's not the thing that macam oh yang ni mak buat, yang ni bapak buat, yang ni memang mak je buat.
Or is
Ataupun
it like check homework mak je yang buat. Playtime bapak
bapak
je
je.
yang buat.
No, it's not like that. It's like macam things like okay, mak dengan ayah together, then the anak tahu that okay, any situation he or she will have both parents. No, like macam okay, like you know like oh yang ni boleh mak je.
Don't just rely on
Ya,
one.
ini bapak je.
Yeah.
So that's not right, you know.
Yeah.
This kind of thing.
Kalau everyday mak yang buat, bila masa mak nak cantik. Bila masa mak nak pergi spa.
Bila masa mak nak pergi spa, betul?
Kata nak ada good relationship dengan you punya wife. Then kalau you pun tak support you punya wife,
Dan macam mana kan benda-benda thing that you know.
So it's something that couples need to discuss.
Yes.
Because I feel like
We need to discuss.
yeah, well we say let's talk about having kids, right? But the whole purpose of this episode is to share lah. Before a couple decide to have kids, there are a lot of things that are not discussed. They are not
betul.
like shared. You know, like people don't often talk about. So today we thought it would be quick, you know, to talk about things like this. Yeah. So when we say like lifestyle changes, what you used to do as a couple will definitely also change.
Betul?
Lesser couple time, you know,
shopping time.
shopping habits also gonna
Yeah.
change.
Shopping,
Yeah.
you are no longer shopping for yourself or your
And
husband.
now daily routine revolves around kids.
Betul?
already.
And then
Revolve around the child.
orang kata apa, bila ada anak ni ada extra handbag.
Ya betul. Semua I saw like
dalam handbag tu you akan ada a lot of things. Susu dia, pampers,
the
baju,
powder.
the powder
So one
and
day
everything.
to the bancu how many times
Bancu. Ya, dia ada sukatan dia kan. And then
like
the
the Tupperware that
dia buka the colourful Tupperware. So they can, just pour.
like what we say just now lah. When you have kids, more planning. More plannings are needed.
Betul.
Because your life is now not just about you, yourself.
Yes.
It's about
a family.
And then responsibilities must be shared.
Betul.
Yeah, it's like
Tambah.
when we say travel, right? We say, of course, maybe if your family allow, it's like if your own what do you call that? Dynamic allow you to bring the newborn to travel, of course it's good. But like, definitely there are a lot of couples might need some time to get used to. But then they will like, take time. Maybe the first few years start to travel.
Yeah.
Maybe wait until the kids are a bit like older.
Nak besar
then only
sikit.
Especially travel to luar negara, overseas yang you kena naik flight, you kena tengok.
Itu tak senang orang rasa.
Ya, baby tu boleh adapt tak dengan
the altitude change.
Yes, correct. And then the weather as well. You
Yeah.
know, like kita kat sini panas tengah hujan. Then suddenly you bring, the baby is very fragile. Then you bawa dia suddenly like winter. Then you have to consider, the outfit
And then
for the
not
baby.
just outfit, right? You have to bring so many things. You have to
Betul.
bring like diapers, you have to bring like a wet tissue, wet
Betul.
wipes, nak lap puntut,
Ya,
cuci
ya,
badan,
ya.
all the
Susu
essential
dia.
cream lah semua.
You
tu
punya
bawa.
luggage elok-elok 10 kasut you bawa satu. Penuh
The
kan
rest-
tak
Now change already. Change already. But
Change.
You have to last time kan bawa a lot of different handbags kasut untuk outfit change. Now it's like baju anak. Baju anak.
Baju anak.
Elok dulu tak nak beli luggage untuk check in nak jimat. Sekarang kena ni untuk check in.
Ni future ke ni? Cakap untuk masa hadapan ni.
Dia dah fikir. Dia slowly already.
Dia-
She thought about
dia macam backpacker.
Masuk.
Macam okay, lepas ni dah tak boleh backpacking ni. Lagi saiz berapa nak pakai ni?
Yeah. So like a lot of changes.
Ya.
A couple
is.
need to sacrifice.
A lot
You
of
cannot
changes.
just fall on one party.
Betul.
Yeah.
Betul.
Just now then we say support system. Do you guys think the society praises men a lot
Okay.
for them just to do a bare minimum?
I can agree with this. I can agree. Contoh I give you contoh Okay, let's say lah. Because like there are times yang macam kita dekat malls kan, macam we pass by ke apa ke, like macam the moms dah ada maybe like anak dia 3 orang kan, so the mom dah jaga 2 orang, so yang adik ni mungkin nak pergi tandas lah kan. So dia macam baiknya bapak dia bawa pergi tandas. Dan dalam kepala I, siapa lagi nak bawa anak dia? Siapa lagi nak bawa anak dia? Takkan kita nak kena bawa anak dia pergi tandas. Like diorang tak nampak the mothers
Also
waiting
caring
outside.
for.
Yeah. So macam baiknya bapak dia temankan dia pergi tandas. It's really lah macam give me a big question mark. Habis tu siapa nak bawa anak dia?
I
Dah
feel
itu
like
dia punya tanggungjawab.
Yeah. That
It's
is
also-
not, how do I say? That is not macam, how do I say? Bare minimum lah tu.
Yeah.
Pergi tandas,
I
bawa anak ke
recently,
tandas.
I mean like because I'm married, right? So
Okay.
if I were to come across content about pregnancy, parenting, I will of course share good content that I think is helpful lah. Then I recently came across this content creator. I'm not sure everybody know or not, but I'm
Okay.
gonna put somewhere.
Okay.
And then, he's a Singaporean content creator.
Okay.
But what he shared on his platform, I think is very inspiring.
Okay.
Because he said like society's expectation toward men, he's just wondering like why is it so low?
So
Because
low.
he also have like a new born baby.
Okay.
Not newborn, I think quite September, but like still quite young lah. So he's sharing like his own experience lah,
Okay.
saying that he is quite mindful of his daughter punya reaction to food or
okay.
like the pooping time or whatsoever.
Okay.
And then when he brings the daughter out to change diaper ke apa, I tak ingat sangat lah.
Okay.
the other moms will say like, oh, you're helping your wife, or then it makes him wonder, kenapa nak cakap
Helping.
It's
sebab it's his
Faham.
responsibility also of taking care
So
of
the word helping is not right
so I feel like what was shared by Bert, the social media handle is Bert and Lulu, right? Which I think they share quite very genuine and very honest details.
Yeah, for
Which,
people.
when she shared this, I instantly saved already. So I feel like, actually what he said was true, because why is the expectation of society towards men so low?
Yeah.
Like when they are doing just the bare minimum, when they are doing what they need to be doing, what they should be doing,
Betul?
it's also their responsibility of caring for the child, because
Yeah.
that is not a product of just the women,
Betul.
Yeah,
It's together.
it's together.
Yeah.
I'm not sure whether, that's why we say, not sure whether out there a lot of couples, they will then, whether or not we'll discuss.
We'll
But
discuss,
I
yeah.
feel it's very important for couples to discuss, because there's
Really?
so many things.
Betul,
that,
betul.
People don't
And
talk
to
about.
talk
It's just
about, yeah.
straight away go, make decision right away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For
my
me,
sisters always ask me,
Hmm.
bila nak ada anak? Bila nak ada anak? Oh, but I will always say like, I'm not ready. But I know deep down when I say I'm not ready, maksud tu apa?
Yeah, because anyhow it's you.
Yeah.
Like I cannot speak on behalf of you.
Yeah.
Like macam Eileen, alah you dah kahwin lama, ada anak je satu pun cukup. Orang selalu cakap easy say than do,
Yeah,
I can
just
cakap.
said than done.
I can cakap, but the one who go through all the hormone changing and everything, it's you. Emotional and everything, it's you.
When I say like I'm not ready, it's not just saying that I'm not ready. Because a lot of people will say, you'll never be ready.
Yeah.
I know that, and I agree. It's not that I don't agree.
Don't agree.
But I have seen women who are more, that means they know they don't want to get pregnant at this time, this age. They get pregnant later. How stable their mindset is,
Yeah.
and how well they handle the kids.
The kid.
Yeah.
Because I feel like when I say I'm not ready, it's not just like, you'll never be ready. Of course, you'll never be ready financially. Of course, you'll never be ready for a lot of other things.
For me lah, dia kena ada productive support from
Yes.
both side, because
So
jangan
Support system tu penting.
jangan you tunggu baby nangis, you tak tahu kena buat apa, you tanya dulu.
Yeah.
Betul.
So
you
I feel like the partner's role in I'm not saying like my husband tu tak supportive lah. I'm just saying like in general, a partner's role too is very important.
Important,
Yeah.
betul.
When like what we said just now, it's not about helping, because this is also your responsibility.
Your responsibility.
Yeah, having kids are a joint effort, because you guys have come down to a decision that you guys want to have kids.
Yeah,
It shouldn't be a responsibility of a mother to care for the kids.
for the kids only.
Like doctor's appointment, you need to go with your wife.
Betul.
It cannot just be your wife je yang bawa the
Yang
anak
bawa,
to
yeah.
doctor's appointment.
True.
Even especially when she's pregnant, lagi lah you kena pergi dengan check up with her.
Yeah, so that
Itu
both of
you
you
kena-
tahu.
Itu
Yeah.
you kena fikir long term. You
Yeah.
punya wife tengah pregnant, drive you tak tahu apa akan jadi.
Yeah.
Suddenly nak beranak.
So
Yeah,
like
the
that's
water
why
broke in the
partner's
car.
role is very important when it comes to this. And then like emotional support. When your wife too pregnant, be present. Be understanding. Sebab kan like we talk about hormonal changes.
Yes,
like
betul.
It's like sometimes they might get a bit more sensitive.
Sensitive.
I
Yeah.
recently saw a video,
Okay.
like this it's a Mandarin. I think they are from Taiwan or something. I'm not so sure, but they were speaking in Mandarin. Like basically, the wife is pregnant.
Okay.
Like how when you're pregnant, a lot of things can happen. I've seen video about this girl sharing that before she got pregnant,
Okay.
her nose used to be like this.
Okay.
After she got
Oh.
pregnant, her nose got expanded.
Changes.
Jadi besar.
Like dia jadi besar. So like you see, that's one. Then recently, this video that I saw right is, this pregnant lady, she suddenly realized that she has ketiak busuk.
Oh,
What
the
that,
your body order different.
yeah, body odor.
Mm-hmm.
So dia ketiak suddenly ada
unpleasant.
unpleasant smell.
Okay.
But of course hormone change lah
Yes,
kan.
Mhm.
So then she was filming her like saying, oh, why suddenly got like smell? Then the husband also like came and like smell and say, why got smell?
Oh my
Then after
god.
that, like when the husband realized that, of course the husband is not intentional lah. When the husband realized that, then she burst out crying already. Because it's things like this, right? Even like
small
things,
little things,
it
yeah.
will affect because
Exactly.
like I think it's the hormones that will make them be a bit more sensitive, you know.
Exactly, betul.
Yeah. Then the husband quickly, like, of course, like try to,
To comfort her.
comfort her. Then say, oh no, it's me. You know, like, but of course she knew it's her lah.
Yeah,
you know?
but
yeah. So
how
like,
they, like, both of them like macam, okay, we know this thing, apa yang kita nak kena buat, so that like both
like
parties
or like
are
you know your wife is pregnant,
Mhm.
you can go and learn a bit about pregnancy.
pregnancy.
So like when you encounter things like this, right?
Mhm.
How should you react?
Betul.
How should you comfort your wife?
Comfort your
So there are
wife.
a lot of things that men can do in contributing.
Give a good
Betul,
food,
Yeah.
betul.
wife, jaga.
Bagi dia rest,
Rest,
and then
betul.
like things like this lah. Like let's say you encounter situation like this,
Mm-mm.
macam mana you akan emotionally boleh
Yeah.
support dengan comfort your wife
Yeah.
without having like panic.
Panic, betul.
Yeah.
Sebab you tak pregnant, your wife yang pregnant,
Yang pregnant.
your wife yang rasa sakit, your wife yang bawa beban. So you as a husband, you sendiri yang kena, walaupun benda tu kecil, but then bagi your wife, itu dah besar, dah cukup besar dah.
Dia
Betul.
nak kena ada proactive support like what you say just
Betul.
now. Tak payahlah dia nak tegur ke, nak suruh ke baru
buat.
You like straight away you know already things are not a bit like, let's just say lah, house a bit messy. Usually your wife is the one who cleans it.
Mm-mm.
Take lah initiative to clean the house.
Yeah, because like again, I'm so sorry again, but sometimes there are things yang still like pusing dalam kepala I, which is like macam okay, I know like different people with different opinion, or maybe some people when they see this video they will like comment on what I'm saying, which I'm fine with this. Is that okay? You grow up kat rumah you know how to basuh baju you know how to lipat baju you, gantung baju you, gantung towel you, kemas. Suddenly bila you kahwin, you macam tak tahu buat semua benda. You tak tahu nak basuh pinggan, you tak tahu nak lipat baju, you tak tahu like why. Like me, I have elder abang and younger brother. You know what my mom always cakap, that everyone in rumah, baik laki perempuan, is equal.
Yeah.
You makan, you basuh pinggan. Because my mom, hi mama. My mom is she's very strict. Okay, she's very strict. Like when she say A, it's really A. It cannot be A plus or A minus.
Cannot be AB. Tak boleh AB
Cannot.
testing.
Cannot. So like you makan, you basuh, you simpan. Cara dia macam mana? And then like you sidai baju, how you lipat baju you. Because like she always cakap, because like dia cakap she's not always with us 24/7. So at least when we go, tak payah jauh, you pergi rumah kawan you je. So you know, you tahu like basic, okay, you dah mandi, you sidai towel, you dah makan, you basuh, cuci, and that's all. You tak payah pergi jauh. Dia
Bare minimum.
Yes, yang kecil-kecil. So I pun kadang-kadang bila my sometimes my younger brother, dia akan ada dia punya macam, oh kejap lah nanti basuh. I cakap dengan dia, there's no such thing of kejap. You dah makan, you dekat sinki basuh tangan, basuh, simpan. That's it. That's simple.
Dia kira macam didikan lah daripada kecil.
Yes, betul. Didikan daripada kecil. Sebab tu I cakap, like maybe people are going to like give different comments in, which I'm okay with this, but things that lelaki yang I masih tak faham sampai sekarang is that when you kahwin, you suddenly you macam you tak tahu nak buat a lot of things. Like it's basic.
For me actually, macam you baru kahwin, you together dengan you punya wife terus buat. Terus
Betul.
ada tugas masing-masing.
Tugas
tak perlu,
masing-masing.
you as a wife tak perlu rasa tak apalah I wife, I buatlah sepuluh.
No,
Share the
exactly.
responsibility.
Yes, betul.
Kalau you masak, husband you vacuum rumah. You cuci baju, husband you lipat baju.
Betul,
So,
betul.
Nasib baik ada husband.
Betul. Arah mencari. Ada temu duga dibuka.
Jangan sekarang.
Okay, bukan sekarang.
Yeah, but like recently kan you share with me the video of the husband. Is it you? Yang dia suruh like sebab the wife nak beli
Oh, yeah.
and then also recently kan ada satu video about this
Sister
woman.
gets so emotional.
Yeah, the pregnant woman kan dia mengidam. Dia nak makan ayam kepuk ke?
Yes, yang kena pukul tu.
Then the husband
Yeah.
pukul dia tu.
Teruk tu.
Oh ya, cakap pasal mengidam. It's something yang I dulu kan, masa I kecil I always macam kita tak faham kan masa tu macam mengadanya. Like macam semua you nak makan, before this you tak nak pun makan. But then like bila I besar, I tengok my friends kahwin and it's like berubah yang betul-betul berubah. I have a friend who never like durian at all, not even bau. Like bila dia pregnant, dia kata antara smells yang dia nak is the durian smell. The taste of durian. So macam it's really berubah,
Yeah, my mom also shared when she's pregnant with my brother, right? She only wants to eat crabs.
Oh.
Crabs. And then like everybody's like, because she had like different pregnancies, so everyone's different. Some are the morning sickness, some tak.
Tak ada morning
So
sickness.
like it's very different. Tapi kesian lah the girl, like she can't.
I think back to the point that you guys was mentioned earlier, is like the support comes in, both physical, mental, emotionally.
Yeah.
Like macam like why you get so emotion
Yeah.
bila your wife kata nak makan this one. Like dia
Dia buat apa ah?
dia mengidam.
Dia pukul
Dia
wife dia
pukul.
ke?
Dia pukul, dia
Pijak
pijak.
ah?
Yes,
Pijak
wife
perut
dia.
dia?
Yes, betul. So to some extent like macam things can go.
At least ayam gepuk, bukan sabun. Got some people yang mengidam nak makan sabun.
Apa?
Sabun buku ada.
Ada ke?
Dulu ada kan? I
Sabun.
pernah dengar. You know sabun buku orang cuci
Yang
orang
macam
pakai
Dettol
kan?
punya tu.
yang that
Ada
sabun.
tau.
Yeah, sabun.
Ada.
Okay lagi, my friend. I'm gonna share this video to you.
Syah terasa.
So basically, like dia pregnant. I think she's going to deliver the first baby this coming June. So but I haven't got the chance lah to meet her yet. So hari tu I tanya dia, jom lah kita jumpa kan before you bersalin. You ada tak nak makan apa-apa? Boleh I bawa? Cakap dia lah, I bawa. Oh dia kata, ada. Then I was so excited lah, tengok apa kan. I mengidam nak makan nasi minyak Ana. Then I'm like, yang tu tak ada.
Boleh tak I rasa?
Tak boleh. Tak ada. Mengidam benda lain boleh. Tapi dia kata mengidam nasi. Lepas tu cakap dia, jangan main-main tau. Tak lah. I was just joking. So when it comes to mengidam, I always takut, And then ever since I terus tak ada tanya dia lagi, you nak makan apa tak? Sebab I takut when it comes to this mengidam.
Yeah.
Jadi nanti baby dia mengidam, sama je.
Susah tu. Esok terus kahwin.
That's why.
Boleh mau pergi kedai nasi ganda makan je.
So we say like a partner's behavior, right, really can change.
Betul.
Really can change. Really can shape the entire experience. So that's why you see like a lot of like mamas out there, they feel like, glowing.
Yes.
Support system is very
The
important.
support system is really good.
So like make sure you guys discuss about all these things, because like when we say like a support system from partners, right? Of course, especially his partner, but we also don't neglect the support system from the family members.
Yeah. Betul juga.
Because when someone is pregnant, of course it's not very comfortable. Maybe it's they might feel uncomfortable, early stage. Then maybe some is second trimester. A lot of other things. So like, how can family members support?
Betul.
Also, or how can friends support? Like
Support.
macam Ana, dia boleh masak nasi minyak.
But yeah, I think betul. Like anyhow, that is going to be something.
Yeah.
I've known someone juga like I kind of adore them because like before diorang kahwin, because I'm quite close with the wife juga, like dia really like macam discuss tau. And then like she even tell us like macam, how do I say, I witness their journey lah so far kan. So macam dia dengan husband dia memang bagi tahu with the friends and the family kan. Diorang memang plan like macam after diorang kahwin, they really macam live together for 2 years tau. So memang diorang dah plan like they want to live together for 2 years, then only diorang ada baby. Now baby dia dah umur 3 tahun kot. So basically dah 5 years lah dia kahwin. Then only like memang the husband is also so supportive, I would say, like macam memang bagi kerjasama like, and then like dia kata throughout the 2 years yang living together tu, because like they want to learn about each other, because upbringing different.
Yes.
The way dia membesar, the way husband dia membesar is different. So like that 2 years is for them to like really know macam okay, if we ada anak, could be lelaki ke perempuan ke, macam mana nak raise dia, you know, like lifestyle macam mana and everything. So I would say like now anak dia dengan diorang nak 3 of them kan, really like macam I really adore lah, like the way dia encounter bila anak dia tantrum ke, marah ke, apa ke, because the father is macam mana tak, okay let's say macam kita kan, let's say nak the anak campak ni kan, dia macam hey kenapa you campak and everything kan, dia akan pergi dekat anak dia tu, dia buat apa, dia kata okay, why are you throwing this, like are you like you tengah mood apa, ataupun macam anak dia tengah tantrum pergi dekat anak dia, dia akan tanya dia okay why are you crying, is there anything I can help you, are you sad, are you mad, then the anak memang akan respond. Dia macam, oh I'm sad. Okay, then why I'm sad? Okay, I cannot open this, the toy or something. The toy is stuck. Then the father, okay, next time when it's a toy tak boleh macam ni.
Dia tanya why.
Yes, so ada solution.
Yeah.
So anak dia really like macam faham tak? Bila anak dia terjun from kursi pun, okay, bila anak dia jatuh dia tak marah. Dia pergi okay, next time when you get out from kursi, if you terjun, you jatuh, this is the consequences. You akan luka and everything. So turun macam ni. So anak dia memang I would say like the way diorang besarkan anak diorang is something yang I adore.
So this is like this is like when we say parenting style already. Because like I think a lot of couples when they want to have kids, right, they don't of course they talk about like parenting style first. It's like okay lah, we will figure out when it happens. It's actually better to have a mutual understanding first about what kind of parenting style you want to.
I ada tengok one influencer, I lupa nama dia, tapi dia ada cerita dia punya journey lah. Macam dia dia ada dengan family yang baik lah.
Okay.
But dia punya husband is from broken family.
Okay.
So macam broken family in terms of mungkin bercerai-berai, divorce, and then mungkin mak ayah dia kaki pukul.
Okay.
But then bila dia kahwin dengan wife, bila dia kahwin dengan husband dia ada anak, the husband still didik anak dia as normal. Bukan dia follow
the pattern from the
dia akan didik, dia kata macam contoh dia cakap dia tak nak anak dia jadi apa yang dia rasa.
Also yang the husband tu yang grew up in a
broken
family.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah, actually like what we say just now, right? When two person become one, become a married couple, right? You are basically also, even when you're married, you are also trying to understand your husband's behavior or like habits, because at the end of the day, you and him grew up in two very different
really
household
different
environment.
Betul.
So you are also already adjusting. You try to adjust, So then when you have kids, right, you then need to have mutual understanding on how you want to educate your child, because
betul.
maybe like when it comes to like disciplinary actions, what type of approach you want to do.
Betul.
Is it like the scolding type, or is it the explaining type?
Yes.
Is it like the communication type, or is it like the punishment type? There's so many things that you need to also then put into consideration.
Betul.
Some will be like, is it immediate reaction? Or is it like patience toward educating, or like educating your child?
Betul.
So when we say like two become one, and then also then try to educate. Yeah.
But got some pattern lah. Ada some pattern parents ni, cara dia didik is kalau anak dia buat masalah macam tadi yang dia cerita tu kan, dia akan pergi dekat ujung dinding tu, pandang dinding.
Oh, what do you call that?
Oh, yeah. I know. That's
discernment.
Yes, that's.
For me kan benda tu pun berkesan actually.
Time out.
Yes,
you get a time out.
Yes, betul.
Anak dia rasa macam, oh lepas ni aku tak nak buat lah, sebab nanti aku kena pandang dinding. Actually it's a good.
So there are a lot of different ways.
Yeah.
But you need to then come into understanding of how you all want to raise your child together.
Betul.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, there is no it's not fixed, parenting style.
Parenting style
is a trial and error, because
betul.
this method might work for this child. Tapi maybe your second child, it requires a different method.
Yes.
Yeah, you know.
Betul, second child require different method.
You kan?
You appreciate that as a second child.
As a second child lah, okay. Coming from my mom, the one who I love very much, dia pernah cakap apa tau? Dalam 5 orang anak dia, I yang paling susah sekali dia nak handle. Yeah, because like she always said that I have this own character among my other sibling, which really it's not hard. Dia macam ada approach dia to handle sendiri. So like macam contoh, okay, I'm close with my mom, but at the same time I also always gaduh dengan dia. Bukanlah gaduh apa, like gaduh mulut. So the things yang I nampak like dari dulu sampai sekarang is that, okay, approach with my elder abang is different than me. She can be really like macam, okay, when it's strong, she memang firm lah. Okay, this is it. When it comes to me, she cannot use that how do I say, that too firm dengan I. Sebab I akan lawan dia balik. So like dia ada different approach dengan I. Same goes to my third sister, you know, the fourth and the fifth. So it's different. But she always said macam out of 5 anak dia, out of the one yang macam this
susah nak handle.
Yang nombor 2 ni sometimes dia macam kan, mama tak tahu lagi nak cakap apa. So macam tak payah cakap lah, I don't want to be macam tu. But
Try and error.
Yeah,
Really,
so
like, you
try
need
and
to
error.
know
Betul.
what like
It's
method.
betul. Different
Actually
method.
anak keempat pun sama lah.
Cik, saya mewakili anak kedua, dia mewakili anak keempat.
I yang
You anak
twins.
keempat ke?
I anak keempat. And
So
then
you
You're
your
the
twins
two
lima lah.
older siblings.
yeah.
Oh,
I ada.
God.
I ada 5.
So 5 including you and twins. So ada 3 atas.
Yeah.
I see.
So yang your twin sister tu
nombor 5 lah.
Nombor 5 lah.
Yeah.
I see.
Tapi both of us,
Is it anak sulung? Is it called anak sulung? The last one.
The
bongsu.
bongsu. Anak
Anak
bongsu.
sulung is the first one.
The first one, yes. Anak
Okay.
bongsu.
Dia macam ni.
Okay.
I dengan twins I a bit different sikit lah kita orang punya perangai.
Okay.
Orang kata perangai lah. So I jenis yang kalau I kecil-kecil dulu, I kata I nak juga. I kata I nak mainan tu. Tapi my mom kata no, tak boleh. Mungkin that from dia punya side mahal ke apa, tak tahu lah. Atau mungkin bazir lah. Tapi for my side I nak sampai I menangis bla bla bla.
Sampai you dapat benda tu, mainan tu. Okay.
Tapi the thing is, sekejap sedih pula.
Tak apa. The thing is, take your time to compose. It's fine. It's really fine.
Sometimes when you talk about someone you
You know, like in the first episode, you said
Patut tak buka story ni.
your grief is different,
It's different.
which is valid. It's fine.
It's valid.
The good
Yeah.
things is my father, my late father,
Oh my god.
Dia akan
I'm
belikan.
gonna cry again.
Dia akan belikan.
Because
dia jenis yang okay tak apa, kalau dia nak I belikan. So that dekat situ kita boleh nampak macam dia tak nak mak dia stress sebab anak dia dok push. Then my father akan okay tak apa.
You
let
see
me handle
the
this.
support
yeah.
from a very good husband and father.
Sampailah I besar, I
Okay.
dapat support tu.
Oh, okay. Then
Cuma sekarang dah tak ada
your twins. So you will share that things with your twins?
Yes.
Oh, that's cute. So both of
Sampailah.
you.
Dulu I cakap I nak pergi sana, my mom tak kasi sebab mungkin still under my family punya ni kan, my mom punya responsibility. Tapi my dad jenis yang tak apa, dia boleh beli kari. Dia ada pergi. Macam tu lah.
So at least somehow somewhat the mother knows that anyhow she might not macam dia maybe takut as a mom kan, but dia ada support from the husband yang macam okay, my husband knows that our daughter can take care of herself. So in a way she as a mother pun strong juga. So you see
So this will help
is
her
very-
emotionally on
Yes.
making decisions.
Yeah. It's really important.
Emotional dekat wife and also dekat dia punya anak.
Dekat anak dia. I think I don't know. Tapi things yang I realise kan is that okay, maybe because I have abang and a lot of my close friends, tak kisahlah lelaki ke perempuan, majority of them are anak sulung. Lelaki atau perempuan. And I can say that I think, correct me me if I'm wrong lah, sorry. Tapi what I can nampak is that anak lelaki atau anak perempuan yang sulung, diorang punya parenting style ni is to ajar diorang to be there for someone. Maybe you can agree or you guys ada abang and kakak juga, but like my brother, like we are opposite. Our character is very opposite, but one thing that my mom pernah bagi tahu and I pernah juga lalui is that I remember masa we kecil-kecil kan, like dia pergi sekolah, he always buy 3 gula-gula tapi sama, tapi ada 3. So balik sekolah dia akan panggil kita orang pergi belakang pintu bilik dia, duduk makan gula-gula sama-sama. So up until today what I can say is that if my mom is not around there masa tu, my brother dia present in his own way. Same goes to my other friends yang I kenal, which is anak sulung. So I think that's the parenting style yang I don't know, memang valid untuk anak sulung or it just
different.
Yeah, like them, yeah, to be there. So like, you know lah, macam even up until now pun like macam he's there but he's in his own way lah. Macam tu. Macam tu. So macam anak sulung yang I kenal semua macam tu. Dia ada kat situ macam you wanna cry, you can cry. You wanna laugh, you can. But dia senyap tapi dia ada. Macam tu.
Senyap dia ada tapi dia still tak kisah dia punya sibling.
Yeah. Like that, I don't know. Tapi yeah, most of the anak sulung yang I kenal is like that lah.
Yeah.
It's like it.
So we talk about like, you know, how like couples should, you know, talk about all these little things, right? That when they are really pregnant, they don't feel so overwhelmed.
Betul.
They don't, because of certain like small things they argue. But then, because we say we want to talk about kids, right? There's so much about just about all these things that about having kids should do or shouldn't do. But you know, like how a lot of people's journey are very different in pregnancy.
Really?
Some already maybe like really want, but they might not be able to.
Yeah.
So like then they will, of course, I think nowadays people will then seek IVF.
Yes, IVF.
Yeah.
The word IVF pun dah rasa pain tau.
Yeah. So like, you know, when we say let's talk about having kids, then we say like all the things that women have to go through. But then all the things that how because the one who is pregnant is the woman.
It's the woman, yes.
But then how a guy can also contribute in regulating the a wife's emotions. What can he do to support? You know, like when we say like a lot of things like lifestyle changes, you know, changing diapers, shouldn't be the wife's responsibility, yours responsibility also. Then like when we say like couple who cannot conceive, they will have to then go through
IVF.
You know, with this also, the women have to go through pain.
That's another.
You know, like they need to inject the hormone,
the
to stimulate
hormone.
egg production. So like with this, also it's, you know, the pain is there.
Yep.
It can also, you need time. It's not something that is like done one time.
Most of people cakap diorang akan fikir like IVF ni is proses yang cepat untuk dapatkan anak.
But
actually,
actually
dia punya proses tu sangat panjang.
Panjang. It's not 100%.
Yeah, and it's also,
yes.
I think it's not just about like, you know, the pain that she has to endure. With like the pressure, because also like, you know, emotionally can be draining. Because you know, she has to then go through
the process,
checkup, and then the checkups, the visit to the doctors, and then like whether or not it's successful. That's another case, because it's not 100%.
Yeah.
You know, you can go through IVF, and then you still don't conceive.
Yeah.
So it's like then that pressure itself is also very huge already.
Really
huge. And financial
wise,
because like financial wise, it's not cheap. It's not a cheap process.
Yes, correct.
You know, it's I wouldn't say like it's a small amount. It's quite a big amount.
It's quite a big amount, like you mentioned also. It's not one time.
Yeah, it's not one time. So like
process.
maybe your first IVF is not successful, then you want to do a second one. Then with this already, you know, it can then affect so many other
things.
already
Yes, betul,
for
betul.
women. So like then, how can you go through it together as a couple? You know?
I ada tengok satu content creator. Nama dia Fila. Dia kahwin.
I know.
Dia kahwin dengan Nigerian. Nigerian I think. Dia susah untuk dapat anak. Dan dia ada buat IVF ni tau. The first dia buat tu gagal.
IVF journey dia, yes.
How husband dia support dia,
What did the husband
totally
do?
amazing dari segi macam contoh.
Husband presence
Yeah.
in every
Check-ups
and every moment dengan
Husband dia
dia.
bawa dia pergi exercise untuk dia macam dia tukar sedikit rutin wife dia sampai wife dia betul-betul dapat apa yang dia nak.
Yeah, I think Fila, if I'm not mistaken, Fila pun ada husband dia tukar like macam what husband dia need to makan and what Fila also need to makan, what they need to consume, you know, the food, their daily food. Anak dia sekarang dah 1 year, right? If I'm not mistaken.
Anak dia
very cute anak
you
dia.
tahu anak dia rupa macam macam anak
Siapa?
macam anak Kylie Jenner.
Curly hair. Yeah.
Ah.
Very cute. Macam kalau jumpa baby tu daripada pekai, just stare je macam ni. You know, like everyone watching your mom journey, like your journey from this kan. Comel gila anak dia, pipi anak dia. Comel gila. Yeah.
Tapi husband ni bagus lah. Even though husband ni jauh balik dia punya country, dia still give support dekat dia punya wife.
Yeah, so I feel like as a couple, right, this requires strong communication and emotional support for each other because both parties, when it comes to IVF, maybe cope differently also.
Betul?
You know, because it's a multi-stage process, right? It's not just one attempt. You know, sometimes it takes multiple tries to make it successful. So like people on the outside only see the outcome.
Dia tak tengok dia punya proses. The journey,
the journey that the couple
has to go through.
So always have to be kind to like people who go through like IVF.
Betul.
Yeah,
You know,
because like when we say let's talk about having kids, this portion of the topic is for those who cannot conceive naturally, then they have to they have to seek like alternative. So the alternative is IVF, but IVF also bukan nak senang sangat lah. I mean I've seen videos about women.
IVF also got side effects. I ada tengok after a few injections, the women vomit, bloating, has a lot of changes juga because you
fatigue. I think
especially
mood
swing. Betul.
Because like I feel like nowadays on social media also a lot of like people will do like this social experiment, right, where they will ask the guy to wear the period pain stimulator.
Then only when
to see like whether or not they can go through a day with this pain.
Exactly.
Yeah, like a lot of people will be like shocked at level 6 already because that is what actually we go through, as women. The pain. Rasa during period tu.
Yeah.
We have to like still kerja,
Exactly.
Yeah, still function as normal.
Yeah. Even period pun different body
react
different
type. React very very
yes,
differently.
Yes, correct. Betul. Betul.
So like we say lah, have kids lah. You guys think couples should also discuss about financial planning?
Agree.
Yes.
Because I feel like
financial
tak
planning.
kisahlah you relationship apa, mak ke, kakak ke, adik ke,
Kawan ke, family
members
members ke,
even your husband. I feel to talk about money is confirm is like a uncomfortable topic.
Yes. It's not as easy. You can
So I feel like couples should also talk about financial changes.
Yeah, it's really
and also
important. Planning.
Because it's like having a child is not just about emotional. It's not just emotional. It's also about financial shift, and it's a major one.
It's a major one, really.
Because like it's a lifetime commitment. You have to like also think of like immediate costs like medical checkups.
Betul.
Admission,
delivery, everything. Yeah, delivery.
What about essentials like diapers, milk, crib, stroller.
Betul.
Yeah.
unexpected,
emergency.
Emergency.
benda-benda, reaction. Maybe the baby not suitable with this susu.
Certain things,
Yeah.
or like certain food,
Yes,
or like
yes.
maybe reaction to dust, kita tak tahu. Yeah. So like all these emergency costs might come up.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then like I tengok like baby dia ada different reaction masa dia lahir kan, due to different things kan. So maybe parents can consider like an early insurance as early as they can.
I feel like now a lot of parents when they are pregnant already, they should buy.
Yeah. Because
should buy the insurance.
Things baby is really fragile, really.
Yeah. So it's like the dynamics around money, right? As a couple, we have to be discussed because like if you have different spending habits,
Betul.
we have like a different approach or different views on like savings or spending money.
The spending money,
We have to
daily
then come to a mutual
education.
agreement on like
Betul.
certain money will then have to be put aside for like the child.
For the
you
child.
know? Because it's not just about affording now. It's about like a lifetime
Dia punya perjalanan anak.
sustaining long term.
Nanti tadika mana, sekolah rendah mana, tak masuk sekolah menengah, nak sambung belajar, then you need to think like macam to support them pula in whatever career that they want to go.
So actually I feel like when we say let's talk about having kids, it's not just about getting pregnant being pregnant, but it's actually all these small things.
Betul.
You talk about it when you think of you wanting to have kids. Have you ever thought of all these small little
subtopic
to discuss with your partner?
Yeah, I actually have it's still in this topic, but it's a bit sensitive to discuss where people surely will like hentam this woman, but confirm. But I really agree with her point is that having kids is actually beyond the word of having kids, because there are parents out there. Once again, I don't know how many sorry I mentioned in this Borak-Borak session, is that people who plan for having kids is good, but people yang macam how do I say to put this, ada sesetengah orang, I don't want to go any race, I don't want to sentuh because it's very sensitive. Dia macam anak tu rezeki. It is anak tu rezeki, but you don't die bulat-bulat take as anak tu rezeki without doing anything for the anak. Or in return, anak tu rezeki, and you think that is your retirement plan. Because I ada tengok like macam I also don't want to mention my tempat sekolah lama dulu macam mana, and then like kena a few people different background, like I feel kesian to the kids because like the parent with the anak tu rezeki, but you don't do anything for your anak punya rezeki. You die pilih anak ni rezeki. You don't like macam
make an effort lah.
Yeah, you don't tell people anak ni rezeki, anak ni rezeki, anak ni rezeki. But banyak je you tengok like anak yang ada family yang ramai anak yang believe that anak ni rezeki, but without doing anything for the kids. Kesian dia orang punya education tak betul, dia orang punya lifestyle pun not in the good punya lifestyle, the habits, the routine, the needs is something yang again I mentioned like having kids with like you plan and having it, kita ada anak je, then percaya je lah anak tu yang bawa rezeki. It's not like that, it's not like that.
Yeah,
betul.
so much people to talk about. I feel like nowadays youngsters also, a lot of young couples, they don't want to have kids because they know
Betul.
deep down what they want in life.
Because
Because like I feel like there are a lot of uncertainties now also if you have kids, right? Like with what's going on around the world.
Yeah.
You want to bring in blood. You want to bring another life. You want to how should I say this? You want to have a kid, but
You don't want to do the
no, as
responsibility.
in like the future is so uncertain.
Faham.
Then like with like what is going on with the world is like they're not going to be able to, not to say they're not going to be able to enjoy, but it's more like just too much uncertainty.
Too much.
You don't know what will happen.
Betul.
Yeah.
Betul.
But also at the same time, the world is also very canggih. So
Yeah.
like they could be, living like like what we used to watch on the movie.
On the movie,
like Tron Legacy.
Yes,
kind of,
yes, a lot of
yeah.
the technology
So,
punya.
technology related punya, advancement.
Advanced.
Yeah. So it's like it's just not about jom lah, let's have kid lah.
Let's have
Ni
kids.
bukan
betul.
like jom lah pergi makan mamak.
Wah, ni bukan hari ni nak makan apa? Roti canai, esok roti telur bukannya.
Dia kira macam kena get ready lah.
Yes,
Dia
betul.
akan
You
jadi
have
ke
to-
depan tu kau kena ready dah.
Betul.
Discuss as a
Betul.
really think through it,
Betul.
because it's not something that you can just do like this and then that's it.
That's
It's
it.
really like a lifetime commitment.
Ya, jangan abaikan anak-anak
Yeah.
you. Really.
Well, I guess it's time for our signature segment. Real or not? Okay, today signature segment for this episode is a bit special.
Wow. Special.
We have a guest, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen his content, his videos online, and we are very, very grateful that he has said yes to be willing to share his point of view with us. And without further ado, let's hear what Ming Han has to share about having kids.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
Ming
hi.
Han.
Can you hear me? Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people here. Hello. Sorry.
Hi, thank you so much. Okay, for joining us today, both you and Desmond, for our signature segment, Real or Not. I am
Nice.
Lynn, and I have also Anna and Ara here.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
So nice to have you guys with us. We are honored.
No,
Okay.
pleasure is ours. Thank you.
Thank you so much for taking your time to do this. Shall we get
worries.
into it?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Mm.
So the main prompt for today is, you will regret not having kids later in life. Real or not?
Wow. Can be both. I know people who absolutely don't regret it, not having kids. I know people who regret having kids. I think it's not really an answer. I think the real question is, are you ready to sacrifice your own life to bring in new lives on this planet? So usually most of the time, people who are, they will have no regrets having kids. But then again, those who aren't ready and they think parenting is just it's a great idea to be a parent and they're not ready for it. Oh my gosh, the regret. I regret on behalf of them as well. So it really can go both ways. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like like a lot of people always say, right? Hey, you confirm will regret one if you don't have kids. Later you old already, nobody take care of you, if you need help, you're alone, Then what if your partner die already? Then how? So
Wow.
this is like a lot of
Okay. Yeah.
societal expectations, that they will say like they'll make you make the decision out of fear. Do you think?
You're 100% correct. But I also just feel that relationships scale up, right? Like for example, it's better to be sad alone than be with someone and you'll be sad. It's a different kind of sadness, right? And it's so much, and it's so much better to have no kids and be sad compared to have kids and be sad. So it's really a matter of I keep on telling this to people, and I'm going to be one of the Chinese uncles in the future who is like reverse one. I will tell people, don't have kids. Don't. Just stop. Don't even try. Because up until having kids, up until we get married, that's our choice. If anything goes wrong, we pay for it. But the minute you have kids, they don't deserve anything bad that you're going to put on the table for them, right?
Yes.
So I really hold to that. And if someone can say, well, I regret having kids, the approach is wrong. It's not about you anymore. If you want to have kids, you don't make them regret having you as a parent. So
Yes.
that is my perspective on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
Also like a lot of people will say, like, like to make people say yes into having kids, right? They say, actually, right, you never feel ready one. You will never be ready. No one is ready anyway. Which I feel like, this is often misunderstood. Because like, yes, you will never be 100% ready. Because there's so many uncertainties about, being a parent, right? Around parenthood, right? But not feeling prepared about it is a completely different story about whether or not you're ready. Like, the awareness, if it's not there, you don't have like the honest conversations about, what to expect, what you need to do. Like, you need to sacrifice so much, right, to raise your child. So it's like emotional stability. You don't
You're
have.
right. You're absolutely right. It's less of a question why and when and more of a when question. Like if you ask me at 20, am I ready to have kids? No, I definitely don't feel prepared. But if you're asking someone at 35, are you ready to have kids? Oh, I don't feel prepared. Shut up. No, it's not about you anymore, right? It's less of the question and when the question is being presented to you, right? Yeah, some people have more of a risk appetite, They 24 years old, let's be a parent, and they will make it work. But if at some point it's less of risk and it's more about comfort of life, where my friends are like 30 years old and they have gotten so used to a certain standard of life, feeling ready isn't readiness. You are by far more prepared than I was when I have a kid, right? Money-wise, stability, you both are like double income adults, and you have a roof over your head. No, it's not readiness. It's are you actually ready to sacrifice your standard of life to give to bring someone new into the world? So yeah, it's not really about are you ready? It's about like how when are you asking this question? Yeah.
So like different stages in like, when you are in different phase in your life, then you think differently.
Yeah,
Like,
because
she is 27 this year, right? Is it? Am I
Yeah,
right,
I'm
Anna?
28. Yeah, I'm the youngest.
nice. Look at you, Shah. My gosh. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she might have different thinking. Like, what do you think? Like, if you were to, in the future.
Like we just finished the Raya celebration. I can't deny that, like the question from the family asking like when you want to have a partner and get married and so on. And then like I agree with your elaboration and towards Lynn's question is that there are some aunties when it comes to the Raya gathering or any gatherings kan, you kahwin je nanti you nak anak satu ke anak dua ke nanti you tahu sendiri you ready sendiri, then I'm like it's not as easy as you cakap, because like the one who is going through the whole life changing is that specific person. So like to throw that kind of soalan ready tak ready tu ada je anak satu nanti dah anak satu tak ready ke anak dua, so this kind of like society punya pressure, people, their mindset, like I don't also blame them lah, but I agree also with you, like it's like the way you tanya people.
Yes.
When
If you really want to be challenged, what I did go and look and dig more for is the generational gap, right? Like you say, why the aunties like this? Why are we like this? And I think it's because in the previous generation, they're a different kind of robust kind of human being, right? They are already in survival mode for most of the time. So kids were an investment, right? Like if you had low cost of living, you can get by. There's no high standard of living. Like I don't need to go and go and tapao, iced latte every day. There was a more achievable point where if we can get this kid through a certain level of life, they hopefully can take care of us in the future, right? But also they were more used to a fact where at that point they have to reproduce to grow the family, right? To grow the kampong, to grow the village, all the communities. Whereas right now we are in a place where we grew up in comfort. We don't have this kind of like how I say I feel no pressure to go and breed. I don't have pressure to have offspring, right? Because we also grew up in a time where my dad could go to work for 2 years and afford enough to like buy a house and put a deposit, get married. You want to talk about buying house now? You know how long you need to work,
it's
right?
crazy.
Correct. So I think there is some truth. Like I will never blame my auntie, uncle. I mean, sure, I will listen to them, but I will not listen to them also, right? But I think it's also being very realistic. Like what Lynn said just now. Like where are you now financially? Where are you now in life? What's your stability like? If you're in 28 and you're still trying to figure it out, so you're finally, your career is finally going to a certain place, you're finally like getting a good grip on it. The real thing you really need to make space for is you'll soon come to the crossroads. You will start to be able to really like live this life, right? But there's a very interesting thing. Towards 30 years old and above, right? It's less of, shucks, I do not want to lower my level of life to afford a kid. Where else, I have a good friend here called Desmond. He 25 or so, just kid straight away, right? It's different because you have the kid coming alongside while you're building your career, right? So it feels very normal from a younger age, like what our parents went through. So I think that's the main difference between both of our generations, where we and they were more than ready to commit to having a kid first and build the wealth together. Where else, we don't have a kid until much later at 30, but it's not easy for a lot of us to lower the standard of living to start raising a kid.
Yeah.
That is what I have, painstakingly asked a lot of people about and talked about. Yeah.
Dia kira macam don't wait for perfect, but just ignore the reality. But
There
don't
is no
ignore the
perfect.
reality. Yeah.
Correct. There is no perfect. Who is
Yes.
saying you get at 38, you are like $4 million in the bank? Oh, best time to have kid. Your kid come out become like the kid come out become like Satan like that, So like there is no perfect. There is really no perfect.
Because ready tak semestinya perfect.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly. It's more of, are you willing, not are you
Yes.
ready. Yeah,
Yes.
that's really the difference. Yeah.
Really.
I feel like whenever people say like, no one is ever ready one, before becoming a
Yeah.
parent, like, no one is ever ready. But I feel like it's just a way to avoid the deeper conversations around this topic. They just want to get over it and then just like, just do it first. Think later.
I'm still not ready. I don't know what anyone's talking about. Like I have 2 kids and I'm still not ready to have kids. You know what I mean? But the difference is I'm a lot better equipped to be a dad now, because when this kid come into your life, right, you will learn, right?
Yeah.
It's like you want to have a cat or a dog. You know how to have a cat or a dog, man. But no, you just buy first, right? And because cute, baby, same thing. The cute come out, you will see, oh my gosh, But what is amazing about the process is there's also the physical aspect of it. Your body will change. As a father, as a mother, your brain will start to hopefully rewire to become more maternal and to become more paternal. And that gives you a very different kind of motivation to become a parent. And it will click. Somehow it will, fingers crossed. There are some people it never clicks, and they become terrible parents.
Terrible parents, yeah.
But yes, it's really more of like, if we, in any circumstance, we never had a car before, we buy a car, we learn. We never had a house before, we buy a house, we learn. We don't know how to do a job. We sign up, we interview, we commit to it, we learn.
Yes.
Why do we make it such a thing about like, okay, are we committed to a relationship? Are we committed to having kids? We committed, we are willing, let's learn and let's do it. I think that's more important, right? Because you can decide to have a kid and, at day 0 and say we'll be great parents. But not as if like the kid come out in month 2, okay, I give up. I guess I'm not doing this anymore. You can't do that.
Yeah. So it's like a lifetime, that you have this little angel, like,
Or Satan, we never know. Right. So yeah.
I've heard a lot. I've heard some stories basically that, they wanted to save, couples wanted to save their relationship, right? They will use having kid as a way
fix
to
the
save
struggling
their
relationship.
So they will use they will say having kids will actually help them fix their struggling relationship. What do you think of that?
I think we need to stop being friends with a lot of them, right? A lot of these people, I don't know where they went to school. I don't know who gave them the advice. But I have a theory in relationships, basically. Every stage of your relationship amplifies your last stage. So if you were a good girlfriend or a boyfriend, when you get engaged, it amplifies, right? You become an amazing fiancé. If you were an amazing fiancé or fiancée, you amplify that. You should become an amazing husband or wife. When you become an amazing husband or wife, it should become a better parent, right? Because you have the relationship built on the last stage.
Yeah.
If you have a kid, when you have a terrible marriage, the sleep deprivation, we're not even talking about romance, okay?
Yeah.
The lack of sleep will make everyone in the house a terrible person. You know?
Yeah.
So I just don't I question until today who came up with this whole wow, if we have a kid, it will bring us together, it will make us love each other more.
Yeah.
I mean, if everything goes well, sure, but I don't think it's a good risk to take. Yeah.
Yeah, because like I think having kids right actually requires patience, teamwork, couple,
Yeah.
Teamwork,
as well. Yeah,
Yes.
because it's not something that as a way to save a relationship. Because to create a shared purpose, right? I mean, just to have like this shared purpose so that you have something to hold on to,
Yeah.
is I think is just very wrong to think.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine, right? If you're together not for each other, there's no way
Mm,
already lah. Your kid
yeah,
will feel it. Why would you bring a kid into the world? If the only
yeah,
reason you are together is because you own something, that's not love,
Mhm.
you know? You should be together because you love your husband and wife, right? We're talking about two different issues. Having a kid isn't gonna like, oh, my car engine's spoiling. But you know what? If we paint the car different color, maybe the car better. Huh? Like it's like you get what I mean? Yeah. It's a
yeah.
two
That's
different
very true.
issues. Hmm.
Yeah, very, very true. Like also, uh, people often say like there's a a belief that says women sacrifice more than men in parenthood.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. Like what do you think from a male's perspective, right? What kind of
Right.
sacrifices does a father make that is not so obvious compared to a mom?
Oh,
Do
since
you
my wife is also going to be watching this, yes, women sacrifice a lot more than guys. In I'm going to
Yeah.
be honest. I'm going to be honest. The intensity of sacrifice for ladies is way more than guys. I'll just put it there first. You sacrifice your body, number one. You are not the same person anymore, right? Because the minute you get pregnant, your hormones change. When you give birth, your hormones change again. So biologically, you're not even the same person as you were before you get pregnant, right? So that's one thing already. And then you got to go through recovering while you're trying to take care of this small monkey that's trying to eat your chest, most hours of the day, right? Um, and on the same point, it's harder because there's a very real physical aspect of motherhood with for ladies, not for guys. What do we do? I'm there for like 5% of the conception, and then 95% my wife, carries the pregnancy, right? But it's a very different thing because the women, I would say, and this is going to be a very hot take, right? The curve of sacrifice for women goes up very fast at the start because it's very physical, it's very daunting. But as the kids get more independent, it's very rewarding as well for ladies, right? It slowly settles down because you're the queen of you're the queen of the kingdom. Your subjects all bow to you and they work for you. But the sacrifice for guys comes in as time goes on, it compounds because we cannot be there. We are providing for people we don't see. And we have to make very hard decisions. If I want to be around, I'm a useless father. But if I'm not around, I'm an absent father. Like I think guys go through very different sacrifices. And for most of the time, because of a lot of movements right nowadays, it's very hard to talk about this as a guy because it's not like we're underplaying. I will never underplay how much my wife sacrifices for it. But we've had amazing conversations where I tell her about what I feel because guys sacrifice very differently, right? There's this whole thing where, yeah, it's a very big sacrifice for ladies because you sacrifice your career, you could sacrifice your time, your body, and everything. But I think for guys, we sacrifice purpose. A lot of purpose we dial into the family, and when you sacrifice purpose or you realign your goals and your motivations of life, the sad part about that is you are not there to watch it grow. We have to sacrifice time, and that's a very big like I feel that the most as modern dad because my brain is a lot more aware of things compared to my dad, because my dad like last time he can disappear 3 months for work and then come back and like, hey, I'm good, let's go another 3 months, for work. I think now because millennial dads are very more, how to say, we connect and communicate a lot more, not just with our kids but with our wives. The burden that guys bear is that I don't want to leave you alone to take care of the kids. But if I don't go and work, we all die. So it's a very different sacrifice for dads. I'm not saying it's worse or easier. I'm just saying that if it was easy, it should not be true that guys need support circles. And I meet a lot of dads who need support, like who feel that they cannot go through different things and don't know how to tell the wife about this, because if you tell the wife you look weak, and then you look weak, then your wife don't want you. So it's a very different sacrifice. I won't say it's harder. I would just say it's girls have things to deal with, guys have things to deal with.
Yeah.
But that's why, like early on now we said, the real trick is you got to be a team lah, right?
Yes.
So it's back and forth. It's back and forth. Again, dear, if you're watching, you sacrifice way more than me. I'm just gonna put it there, okay? So yeah.
But you know, when we filmed this episode, right, earlier on, we also brought up a point where we say, right, in the society, right, men often get praised for doing the bare minimum. Always, but then women sacrifices, right? They always get they always carry more without recognition.
Yeah. It's what is expected of everything, lah, right? But I do feel that's not fair. That's really not fair, because even like I feel it, like I touch the diaper. Oh my gosh, this is model dad. I'm like, that kind of thing. Like but I think it's more oftentimes the conversation, like which lane are you looking at? If you're looking at it in child care, yes, dads get praised a lot. But we're talking about a woman who provides. In that sense, guys provide all the time and no one praises us. But when a lady steps out and takes care of the family, that's high praise as well. I think it's very important to be aware of the context of this praise, because I will always praise my wife for taking care of my kids, but she also praises me for taking care of the family. And that's where our stereotyping lanes exist, right? Just that it's a bigger deal online. Like you said, if guys are seen taking care of kids, which I don't know how it got there. I don't know why it got there. But it's something worth like understanding the context about, and again, it's not great to, it's like, how to say, mothers have it very tough online, because it's usually mothers saying this about other mothers, or mothers saying this about other fathers. Hey, support the fellow mothers, man. They are doing way more. This father come home, 5 minutes change diaper, he get praised more than the wife take care of the baby the whole day. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a misalignment there somewhere, but we all can work on this. Yeah.
I have a question to Ming Han. So earlier you said that parents sacrifice different, how do I say, like moms have their own things to do, to sacrifice as a mom. That also, like, but there are some father out there that I know, that they, how do I put this? I hope I'm not hurting any fathers out there.
No, go for it. Just say it. Yeah.
But there are some fathers out there yang cakap tu anak diorang like macam, you don't hope that I will always be there for the family for any certain occasion, because if I'll be there, I cannot earn the money. So then the family, like, who's going to feed the family and all? So they're like macam, your mom je dah cukup. The mother is there for you, it's enough, right? So if I'm there also, like, who's going to get the money? So sometimes it's wonder me, like, how could you as a father say that to your family? Like, we know and we understand that without the parents, like, the kids will go differently compared to like the kids who really have mother and father, and compared to kids who only have mother. But it's, and then instead of the father be present, he chose to macam put all the blame, like macam, the kid is not understanding me as a father who is a provider, wants me to be 24/7 with them, but they need both, like father and mother, to be with them. So how do you respond to a father who said this to their kids?
So in context, right? So this is what I always try to advocate for when we talk about addressing this kind of issues, because when you address it in person, it's very different than you address it online. Online, people don't care about context. They take a topic, they pluck it out, and like, why are you like this, right?
Correct.
But when you talk to these people in person, most of the time, these dads don't have any other education about being a dad. Like my dad, his father, my grandfather, was not around 70% of his life. right? So when my dad was like, let's say my grandpa was maybe around 3 days out of 10 days in his life, right? My dad showing up for me 4 days out of 10 days in his life is an improvement already. You get what I mean? So in the context of that, he did what he could to be better than his dad. But he still will say things like, I have to go and work, what? True. Because in their generation, they were taught that they need to survive. My grandparents were hawkers in Jalan Imbi, that kind of thing, where they earn like 10 cents a day. So the hustle mindset that my dad grew up with is, oh, I must do my best so my family doesn't become like this. He had no time to understand, how do I communicate my emotions? How do I communicate what I feel? He's just tired. He's just stressed all the time. And then you come out and talk to him. Why I want to take care of you? I got so many things to worry about in work. I got no time for this. It's basically years and years of growing up in stress, in growing up in a place where there's nobody else talking to you about how can you be a better person, not just a dad. Yeah. And that's why these, but the problem is these are the people who are the loudest also lah. Like they are already they are built under stress, right? And their whole personality and character is like, if I can do it, what you cannot do. I go through all this, right? And why should I'm doing my part, you do your part lah, because it's calculative, right? It's more of, there are dads like that, 100%, because we are an Asian community, number one, right? We are very community driven, meaning that we have to play our role in our society, right? Compared to individualistic. Individualistic is I be myself, I be my own, you love me no matter what, right? I don't love you, I don't care. I think it's more important to ask, okay, did this person have a chance to actually slow down and learn about what you could be like today, right? Did this person have a chance to like slow down and educate themselves about, hey, actually you can talk to your wife about your stresses at work the same way she would like to hear about stresses from you can hear from her stresses about being at home and stuff like that. Sorry, my kids have suddenly just appeared, so yeah, this is my two stresses at home. Yeah. Okay. Hey, give me a bit more. Papa's gonna finish this interview. Okay.
Haley and Sarah, right?
Yes, Haley and Sarah. Yeah. Everyone's here.
Say name.
Sorry, they can't hear you. They can't hear you. Sorry. Okay, so wait, what was I talking about? Okay, so in faction of that, actually, Diana, right? You actually asked one of the biggest things that I talk to my friends who are dads as well. You have, and here's the thing, like usually guys are more aggressive than girls. They're more stressed out and angry people. Someone needs to initiate the safe space. Someone needs to open that floor to tell each other that, hey, tell me about work, or tell me about the home, or tell me about what your day was. And you don't get to the goal right away. You don't get to like, hey, I want to be present. It's not about my role. No. You get there step by step, and the step by step is like, hey, just how's your day? Tell me about it. And that's how you slowly move from, you don't need me there. I'm a dad. I'm going to be my role. My only role is to provide for you. And when they have, the thing is, no one has nurtured them. So if you start to nurture them, they start to want to nurture as well. Because let's just face the fact, guys are just protectors and providers. Like that's the hardwire. They are not trained to be nurturers. And that's why, like, for a lot of ladies, you are born nurturers, right? You are born caregivers, right? And that's why, there is this disconnect with not being able to talk about it and really share about it. Because I guess when you grow up in a survival mode, you do not have time for emotions, or you grew up with such strict parents, you don't have time for emotions. But then you fail to realize that now I have my own family, I have a new start. I can build this to whatever I want to be. And I think that's the most important point that I think a lot of guys miss. And a lot of guys also, I guess not just guys, I think people in general. The point is, when you've had a stressful day, when you've had a terrible day at work, not many people can compartmentalize that and come home and smile. You know what I mean? When you come home, you just want to let it out to your wife, or you let it out to your husband, right? And somehow when you got kids at home, right, you're going to come home and like, don't disturb me. Don't disturb me. don't disturb me. And to be able to move from that to realizing that, wow, do I want my kids to see that all the time? I'm just a dad who doesn't want to be disturbed. I think that one has to hit the guy very differently to realize that lah. We're talking about very, very easy to say, very hard to do things. Yeah. So I guess that is the context of it. And online people don't like to hear about context. That's why it's so hard to address that one line when it comes to roles.
Both sides need to be aware because both need to share their responsibility. Both sides need to respect each other, and the very important thing I think is don't treat parenting like one person jobs, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. I think that's the old version where my parents and my grandparents, they grew up with the fact that, hey, parenting means, guys, you provide no matter what. So you're not allowed to show weakness. You're not allowed to fail, because if you fail, the whole family fails. And sometimes sometimes carrying that burden is a lot, like a lot. I cannot even, like, I just want to share, I don't even remember my grandpa having friends, just to put it there. Like, he doesn't have guy friends. Like, and then you start to wonder, how did he carry this all these years by himself? Like, my dad also, another solo, like, lone wolf. Like, he got work friends, but who's his friends? Like, who does he talk to about his stress?
Like the close one, when he share his feelings, right?
Exactly. And I think, like, slowly going back and, like, because I carry no grudge to my parents and my grandparents. I just love them for who they are, right? Like, slowly really putting myself in the shoes, slowly showing me that, wow, actually they're like that because life didn't really give them any other choice to be, A lot of the statement nowadays online is, if they wanted to, they would. That kind of thing, right? If they wanted to, they would.
They would, yes.
I would say there is some truth to that, but when you grow up in a time of life and in a world and in a culture that don't care about your would or could, is what you do now, it's a very different would and could, Like, again, it's all about the context. If you're not ready to sit down and to listen to someone's story, I will also reserve the judgment against them lah. You get what I mean? But yeah, for the gram, yes, you should also do better, guys, like kind of thing. Like, yeah.
Well, I think all these questions, right, that we talk about today, right, point to one thing. Actually, having kids is not just a milestone. It's really a decision that affects every part of your life, because you are not just like having like a kid. You are also sacrificing, like what you said earlier, sleep. You also your lifestyle will change. You cannot have so much of your me time. There's so many things that I think a lot of couples, they don't. I mean, we can't speak for everybody lah. So like it's like, usually from what we have heard, right, is like, okay, very standard phase in life, right? You pak tor, you get in a relationship, if good, you get married. Then get ready. When you want to have kids, it's like as if having kids is like, it's just like that. Have kids. But there are a lot of people, they don't really have like the conversation where they sit down and talk about, okay, let's say we have kids, right? This is what is gonna happen, This is what's gonna happen. This is what we have to do. Then like, what are we gonna do when it comes to parenting style, right? Are you, because like, when we said like, when you are married to someone, right, you're basically having two individuals who grow up in a very different upbringing environment, right, to come together in the same household. You're trying to already adjust the habits, this and that with your partner. Just to, then when you have kids, if you don't talk about things like this, right, then when you have kids, maybe these things or this behavior to you is okay, but to your partner is a very shocking thing that family, they don't accept. So if you don't talk about things like this, right, it's very hard. So then we think like, as a couple, really just sit down and really have honest conversation about having kids. It's not just about, come on, dear, let's have kids.
Yeah, I mean, exactly like what we said just now, right? Every stage is an amplification of the previous stage. If you didn't sort all these values and questions out when you were just married, you think they're going to sort themselves out when the kids happen? Like, heck no. It's going to be a bigger, like, whoa, you're like this? I didn't know you were like this. I don't want my kids to be like this, you know what I mean? Yeah, you have
It's not like let's figure it out, when you
there are
have
some
kids, then
things.
let's figure it out.
Yeah. We can figure out what we want to have lunch when we start the car, but we can't figure out how the kids, like when they're on the way already, right? I think it would be great, like if everyone just knew that when you're going to a certain commitment, like if you want to buy a car, how much research do you do? If you want to buy a house, how much research do you do? I think it should suffice. Like if you're gonna bring a new life into this planet, how much research do you do? And that would again, like anything, some people just wing it, right? No judgment there. But it's just about it. The less you prepare, the more you will struggle, lah, along the way. And in the production world, we have this saying, right? It's a snowball effect. In pre-production, anything you don't prepare, the further down the production gets, the snowball gets bigger, and it's going to be harder to deal with along the way. So you think about this, in this way, you can just apply that to everything. You don't solve a problem when you're dating. You get into a committed relationship, you get into engagement, you get into marriage, and you get into parenthood. How big will the snowball be there, at that point, right? But I also would just say everyone's very different. What works for someone doesn't work for someone else. And we run that dad podcast, and we made this because, right, I wanted to just try to tell everyone. My biggest thing is there's no right dad. There's no correct dad. It's the dads who try and the dads who show up, right? And whatever your circumstance is, this might not work for you. You might not like this, but to another couple, this is like love. This is what is what they feel valued, or whatever it is, right? I just think that just have common sense and make choices based on good common sense. But plan with knowing this. Parenthood is a sacrifice. Full stop. There's no other explanation to parenthood, right? If you go into parenthood, and sorry, this is probably the most controversial thing I'm going to say, right? If you go into parenthood and you still go like, I need to find myself, I need to keep me, where am I? That's not going to work. Like whoever you're going to become as a parent is going to be a different person. And the past you, that's going to be the previous version of you. You got to figure out who the new version of you are today. Because you tell me I want to go and be a dad, but hey, I'm going to zoom, don't worry, I'm going to go back, remember who I was about 10 years ago. Like, what the heck? Your kids are going to be watching you, like, what's happening, But yeah, it's going to be a sacrifice, and it's not a bad sacrifice. I think if you're committed to it, the love that you get from your kids is a different level, a different depth of love. Your heart will expand so much more. I only say this because, having kids is, you got a garden, you take care of it, the flowers are beautiful. You got a garden, you don't take care of it, you expect everything to grow by itself, happy new year to you, right?
All the flowers like.
The grass is greener wherever you water it, so water the shit out of it. That's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
True. I agree. Like you have a garden, then it's either it's grow beautifully or it's grow like stronger. Like the garden doesn't have to be like a protection for herself. Like
yes, you can tell who has worked on their garden. You can tell who puts in the effort, right? You can tell who know how to grow vegetable and who's done everything also die. You can tell one,
True.
Yeah, can you imagine you go to the furnace garden, oh my gosh, everything died. Hey, I'm thinking of buying 2 new flowers. What do you think? I'm like, please just buy plastic flowers, okay? Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah, take care of the garden, guys. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. I think for today's session, right, this is all we have. Thank you so much, Minghan, for sharing your point of view. I think this is a very interesting topic. We can, cover a bit deeper. So we hope that this episode out there, right? I mean, we hope this episode will bring a bit more clarity out there, so that people, when they watch it, right, they'll understand a bit more about having kids, and then the responsibilities that come with it, the sacrifices that you need to make make this work.
I just want to say, since we're talking, you said that, please don't follow my advice. I have no idea what I'm doing, right? And I only say this because, right, I grew up with actual people who excel at like coaching parents. This is my first time being a parent. I don't know how they're going to turn out. I could be doing this wrong, So like, please, why would I try to teach someone how to be a parent? I only can share what works for me, right?
Yes.
So everyone out there who listens to your stuff, take everything with a pinch of salt, okay? We all know social media, if it looks too good, it's too good to be true. So take everything with a pinch of salt. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I'm going to say.
Like,
Don't follow me.
apply it to your own situation. You don't
Yes.
follow exactly. Just apply it and then sit down and have like, a thought about it, think about it, and then like what works for you, right?
For you,
Great.
yeah.
Or
Be-
what doesn't for you, then just
Just be a good human being. Show up for people. Show up for your kids and be real about it. And talk to your wife. Your wife should be the person on this planet you talk to the most. That's all I'm gonna say in terms of like getting a few basics, right? This is what I've learned. So your kids, dads, guys, right? You just really just need to show up. That's it. You just need to show up and be there. You don't even need to show up well. You just got to show up,
Yeah.
So just be there. I think that's what matters the most. Yeah.
show up in checkups, also show up.
Correct.
Whatever,
Because guys learn on the spot one. Don't plan, no, just show up and learn. Just show up. The more you show up, the better you get at showing up. And then you become better. That's it. Yeah. That's it.
Thank you so much for sharing your point of view. I guess we all learned a thing or two here. Of course, like what Ming Han said, take it with a pinch of salt, apply it to your own situation. Of course, don't like take everything we say as an advice. We are also just sharing. This is like a space where we share real thoughts, honest conversation, right? We could be wrong in somewhere, we could be wrong in whatever that we say. So we hope that this is something that you learn, and also maybe not 100% lah, but maybe just like take it with your own glabada.
Just be
Thank
smart,
you.
Yeah.
Be smart.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Thanks so
much,
much.
Ming Han and Desmond.
Thank you so much, Ming Han and Desmond. Have a
Thank
good
you, guys.
evening.
We hope you enjoy
Thank
our
you.
session now.
This was
Really
great.
appreciate it. Really appreciate
No
it.
worries.
Thank you for sharing, Ming Han.
Thank you for listening to me, Membebel. So I appreciate it so much. I appreciate it. I hope that helped. I don't know what I answered at the end, so I hope this works to your session, lah.
Definitely. Definitely helped in a way.
All right.
Definitely. Yeah.
I'm so glad. Thank you so much, guys, for having me on this.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good evening. Bye.
Okay,
you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
So that's our signature segment for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and really thank you, Ming Han, for joining us and sharing your perspective with us. Okay, I feel like this is such an interesting conversation because we covered quite a lot. We don't just talk about let's have kids. We actually go a bit deeper of like certain things that couples should discuss when you plan to have kids.
Yes.
And then
true.
we get to see like different perspectives as well. I feel like after all, it's really not as simple as how people make it sound.
Yes.
Or how people make it seem, like just like have kids lah. You'll be happy one. Have kids lah. They will bring joy,
Like
So,
I mentioned lah.
The real question maybe is not just do you want kids? It's are you ready for everything that comes with it or not?
It's not just like you want or you don't want.
Yeah.
Dia ada banyak layer kat situ.
Banyak. Dia macam onion. Peel, ya.
Betul.
Yeah.
You thought you dah habis spin.
Ada lagi.
Ada layer. Dia macam surprise. Macam tu.
Dia macam kopek durian.
Kopek durian.
Dalam-dalam tu lagi banyak lagi.
Yeah.
Peminat durian ni beritahu.
Yeah. We say like, parenthood is always like being romanticized, right? We say, oh, this is like, they always show like cute videos of
anak-anak
This
dia.
is like inspiring
Yeah.
their kids.
This is kids.
But I found the baby is very cute, but cute too is not something that can be. It's not like the cure for everything.
Yes.
Yeah. There are like a lot of other things that we need to discuss. To really think through.
The
Because,
demand.
at the end of the day, you don't want your kids to let's just say you don't have a mutual understanding. Then you're always like quarreling or like bickering with your partner. You don't want your child to be growing up in that kind of environment, like, where it's very confusing to them. Where it's always like, hey, how come daddy and mommy are always arguing? You know, why? It will affect them.
Yeah, let's not even small spark in your child punya anak yang macam, am I a burden to them? I yang salah ke sebab I yang lahir, like macam I mentioned earlier lah, like sekolah dulu punya experience that it made me realise yang macam, you know, ada anak-anak yang have to go through this kind of thing, sedangkan orang tak salah, you know. So it's very sad to know.
So I feel like for such a young age to be able to have to go through this, right?
Yes.
So like saddening, you know, because
it is really like they should like enjoy their stage of, okay, this is their stage of certain umur, right? You should enjoy this, but instead of that enjoy tu, dia terpaksa fikir benda lain pula because
they
dia
have
tak
to think a bit deeper
as a kid, which is kesian.
So next time if someone were to ask you, oh, when are you gonna have kids? Or when do you plan to have kids? I think this is something that you have to think through yourself, because everyone's situation is very different. You know, your timing is different, your priorities might not be the same as other people. You might want to prioritize on certain things, maybe your career, maybe your other things. You might not want to have kids first. You don't have the capacity, and that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay, because at the end of the day, right, this is something that only you can answer to. Because nobody can have the control over your life. You know.
Exactly.
So I hope today's episode will inspire you.
Give you the
and then
courage and inspire.
And I hope that whatever we share is something that is that will make you realize. Yeah, that will make that is a bit more open, that nobody has really, you know, shared about. Yeah. So
before we end this, me on behalf of my friends Lynn and Ara, to all moms out there, let's start with my mom first. Hi Mama, Happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day!
And to all moms out there, and to all moms who are working here with us, Happy Mother's Day to you too. And to moms to be also, Happy Mother's Day to you guys. Like you
Happy
guys.
Mother's Day, Mama.
Yeah, to those mom yang in the heaven also, Happy Mother's Day to you guys. To all mothers in the world, Happy Mother's Day. We appreciate all your
effort, all that you have
your
done.
love, your
Thank
time,
you for everything.
your care.
It's not easy.
It's not easy, but you guys are amazing. You guys are amazing moms, super mom.
And we hope you will keep
Borak-Borak!